Hello everybody, Jake here. Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel if you're new. In today's video, we've got a lot to catch you guys up on since you last saw us. Apologies that it's been a while since the last video. I had a few things to do within the save and also personal life to get to the point where I could record, and as you can kind of see, we are playing PSG today, a huge match in our season, but there are a few things that have gone on from transfer windows to how we're viewing our season so far, as well as some Europa League progress alongside that. In a few seconds I will get into all that, but I'd just like to ask you guys a few things if you haven't already. Smash the like button if you could. If we can try and hit 40 likes in this episode, that would mean a lot. It really does help in the YouTube algorithm in determining how well a video does do, so if you do that, that will help out greatly. Feel free to comment down below whether it's about the save, about real life football, or just general anything. I always like interacting with you guys, and if you don't really have anything to say, I'd like to ask you guys to do one thing: just put a random message in the comment, because it can actually help boost these videos quite a lot. So it'd be nice to test it out, see whether it does actually help in a video's performance. If not, I won't ask for the random comment again, but I don't know, you can just come down into comments and type Jonathan. There you go, put Jonathan in if you've heard that bit. Who knows if that will help how the video performs. And finally, as always, I'd like to ask you guys to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy the content. If we could get to around 1,550 subscribers, not by the next episode or anything, but that is our next target as we eventually push to 2,000, then that would be great. So that's the next target. So if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. So that's all the YouTubey stuff done, and now we can talk about how the team has done since you last saw us. I can't exactly remember where we were. I think it was the Europa League game sometime in December. Yeah, it was Victoria Pleasant, where we won 2-0 away, that progressed us from the group stage into the knockout round. Since then, we look really good in the league, not conceding for ages, winning loads of goals. I mean, you can see between that game we showed you and the Rennes game here in the end of January, we were phenomenal, but then our form kind of slipped and we got a loss, a couple of draws and a loss to PSG in the Cup. Now, if you're actually looking at that, alongside a loss to Rennes here, there's only a couple of losses in the league, a couple of draws, but that is massive in Ligue 1, especially when you've got the giants of PSG who just do not stop going. And it's meant that despite having such a good season, we're still sitting here looking at the title as a very long shot, 8 points away. I mean, today is a very big game because if we win, it will close it to 5, but even then, it's going to be a tough ask. I mean, we've only drew one more game than PSG and lost 2 more. It's not the biggest deal. We are way ahead of everyone else in 3rd and 4th, which means we should, in theory, be pretty much guaranteed a top 3 place if we keep this up, which was our original aim for the season. But last episode I did get a bit carried away with myself, thinking we could eventually top PSG this season. I don't think that's going to happen. It's just so hard to be as consistent as they are with the squad that we've got. I'd say I'm quite happy with my first 11, but the squad depth isn't really there just yet. There's probably only a couple players that I'll actually be intending to keep around the squad for a long time. So I'm going to put that down to the reason why PSG can just hold out for longer than us. You can also see the Europa League draw just here. We are playing Napoli, which is quite a tough ask. They're 5th in the Serie A, but I think we could potentially do it. That is our next game in the schedule, so I don't think it'll be the next episode in the series just because it comes very soon. Hopefully it will be the next round in the Europa League, which will be a quarter final, but as you can see, we went past Antwerp fairly easily. I mean, the first leg was a bit of a tough one away, but we got 3 away goals, and once we'd done that, I was pretty confident that we would win, and we did. So we were here with the PSG game today. We have gone past the January transfer window, not much went on, so I didn't make a whole video on it. But if we go by date, you can see the only person that actually came in was Matthias Arezzo. Actually, notably, Emile Smith-Rowe, who we brought in on loan at the start of the summer window, has now left us. Arteta didn't think he was playing enough, so he's pulled him out, and yeah, we don't have him anymore. But we do have Arezzo, who is basically our backup striker. We got rid of Yilmaz, and Arezzo is here, hopefully, to set the team alight in the coming years. I mean, he hasn't done amazing straight away, but he's not been awful either. He's just done what we really expected him to do. We then also sold a couple of the youth players who were running out of contract, nothing too major, other than, like I say, Burak Yilmaz did leave for around £650,000. Nothing of note, Gavi's gone out on loan, that kind of thing. So I think with that all being said, we can jump straight into the game. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. I'm enjoying making it. It is something a bit different, so I'm not surprised that like views will probably be less than on my Chelsea series and all that. But it's what's going to happen when you branch out for something that we don't usually do. Ligue 1 series aren't the most common thing out there because a lot of people do find the league boring. But I am enjoying making it. We found a lot of new members joining the channel because they're Lille fans or they like French football or that kind of thing. So yeah, it means a lot that you guys are giving your support. And as always, just a big thank you for that. And we'll show today's team for the match. The only thing to really note in our team compared to usual is that Bamba is out injured, so Weah comes back in, although he has played quite a big part this season. Not been amazing, but he does the job on that right wing. I'm expecting, to be honest, I'm going to put it out there, that we're not going to beat PSG today. They are miles above us right now. We're not in the best of form, and I would heavily expect that they could just come here and give us a battering. We are, of course, at home, which hopefully provides an advantage, but I'm not so sure it will. So we'll get into today's match and hopefully get a win. And we are off here. Apologies for this thing which has been appearing in the last few videos where this is just covering up the screen when the actual in-match highlights are on. I think I've got rid of that now. There you go. It's not a problem anymore, so that's good to see. And also, massive news, guys. If anyone's watching at this point, I want you to comment down below Jonathan. I know I mentioned that earlier, but the reason I want you to do that is because I found out that our striker is called Jonathan David. Now, I knew this, and I knew that our winger was called Jonathan Bamba. I also knew that our other winger was called Jonathan Akone. I didn't put together that we had a front three combined of just people called Jonathan, which just, it really made my day when I found it out. I was just sitting here chuckling to myself, playing Football Manager, which doesn't happen very often, but early on there we saw Neymar had a big chance on goal. And also, I'd like to say, before we go on with this highlight, our bad run of form also coincided with when Aaron Martin went out of the team injured, and Aaron Martin is still, average rating-wise, the best player in the division, ahead of Neymar and Mbappe, so it's good to see him back. This is actually his first game back since injury. He's played like 45 minutes here or there, but this is his first game back as a starter, I believe, and I'm hoping that that will be the difference today, and hoping that our form will just kick up a notch and we'll go back to where we were before we started losing a few games. Like I say, if we can put up some good form and we do potentially win this match, who knows what could happen. I'm not expecting to topple PSG just yet, but the closer we get to them, the better. And Weah goes very close there, just to the side of the netting. And that was a good early opportunity. It's been quite evenly balanced so far. And you might also notice we have now had a haircut. Talking about evenly balanced, my haircut definitely is not. My dad did it, but it's better than my long hair, so I'll take that. And we break away here with Youssef Yachi. He has been brilliant for us this season, to be honest. One of the best players in the league. Threads through David, and David just misses into the hands of Neves. I'm hoping we've got some good vibes here for Lille to win. Not only do we have the almighty Danny Drinkwater behind us, giving us the vibes as he always does, and giving us the energy that we need to win these matches. I've also just came back from watching Chelsea win 2-0 against Everton, literally just before I've started recording this video. So as a Chelsea fan, that's great news for us. It means we're pretty much solidified in the top four going into a big few games for us with Atletico Madrid and Sheffield United in the Cup, as well as Leeds in the Premier League, which is not going to be an easy match at all. So yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'm hoping Lille can keep me in a good mood by a massive win against PSG, who've apparently brought in Marcos Llorente from Atletico Madrid. A very good signing for them, where midfield is probably one of their weaker areas. Here's Florenzi, lays it off to Mbappe. We get a good buck in. Samares looked pretty good at defending. I can't say my words. Samares looks good at defending so far. David finds Weah. Can Weah finish? Or, you know, if we had Bamba in this game, he's been in such good form. Weah's obviously doing okay. He's created a couple of chances, but would Bamba finish them off? I don't know. Would Bamba even have been in the position? I can't really say. So, yeah, fair play to Weah for missing there, I guess. But who knows what could have happened if someone else was on the pitch. And I've already said it at the start of this video, but a massive thank you to you guys for the support you're showing on this series. Every time I put out an episode, I'm always thinking, okay, it will kind of die out now. We'll be on 50 viewers, 60 viewers, but we're still pulling in like 200 views across 3 or 4 day periods with plenty of likes, plenty of you guys commenting. We've also got a link to the Discord in the description down below where a lot of you guys are joining and just discussing Football Manager in general. We actually have a bit in there now to just like, not even to do with my channel, just like Football Manager chips, not chips, that's something that we eat here in England. Very happy with that first half here with Lille. What was I even talking about? Chips, tips, there we go. We have a tips page in the Discord where people, nothing to do with my videos, like I say, they're just saying, what's the best tactic here? Should I buy this player? What are you guys using to win matches? What kind of shouts are you using? We've got people talking about all of that stuff, and it's really helping us out. And speaking of helping us out, Jonathan David, he's just done a nice little acrobatic kick there to celebrate, has just scored a brilliant goal for us on the brink of the second half. We've only just started it. Yachi played a nice ball forward to Akone. Jonathan Akone found Jonathan David. The Jonathans combining. Jonathan Bamba, of course, missing for this game. And David did brilliantly to round the goalkeeper and finish off in the back of the net. First half of the season, David was definitely a penalty merchant, but since then, he has been awesome for us, one of our best players, and I'm really excited to see what he can do in the team in the future. Will he be our starting striker forever? I don't know. He'll definitely be around the squad. He might end up being like a left winger and him and Akone might rotate. It all depends on how much money we get to bring players in. So who knows what's going to happen, but right now, David is probably one of our star players this season. He rounded Navas with ease there, and I'm very happy we're 1-0 up. PSG have looked dangerous every now and then. I'm kind of talking over the chances that they do have, but Neymar and Mbappe are creating a few chances. I think Neymar had a shot earlier that just went just wide of the goal. So we are wary of him coming down the right side on Yuri Selik's side. Yuri Selik? Zori Selik? What's his name? Zeki Selik. There you go. Danilo, though, has played the ball back to Florenzi. Florenzi came into the box. Samare, he hasn't fouled him. Samare's been brilliantly again defensively. He's not the most technical player, but he does a really good job in that position in the deep line playmaker role to break up support. And there you go. Jose Font has made it 2-0 to Lille. Yachi played in the corner, and Font, who is 36, 37 years old, our captain, has been brilliant this season from set pieces, and he's done it yet again. Even though Anel Ahmedhodzic is so good in the air, we still have Font on front post because he just scores so many headers, and we're actually 2-0 up against PSG here. I was talking at the start of this video about how, I've kind of changed my idea of what we want to do this season. I might reverse that, maybe we could go and challenge PSG. Who knows if we put some good form together. Aaron Martin, though, not having a good game since he's came back from injury. I'm hoping that that isn't a permanent thing. Timothy Weah now makes it 3-0. We are crushing PSG here. What a result this is. Every video that I show, we seem to win, which is great. I'm not saving and loading and making this video every time to make sure we win. I promise you I'm not. That would take too much of my time, and I wouldn't enjoy doing that, but I'm very enjoying the fact that we're 3-0 up here, and I haven't even had to stop and make substitutions. I might bring on Valencia in a second for Shelik, just because he's on a booking. He's running out of energy. Let's bring on Valencia there. Here is Weah, though. If we make it 4 against PSG, what a massive result this will be in terms of our season and trying to turn it around with Lille. Lille surprisingly had Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain there. Magnum, great save from him. But yeah, I just saw Chamberlain was playing for PSG. I think they got him on loan in the January transfer window, so we were the only team not really doing any business, and it wasn't for the lack of trying. We just did not have the money or the funds to do so. Valencia now, we just brought him on, has gone and assisted Renato Sanchez. He smashed it into the back of the net. 4-0 Lille, and this has got to be one of the biggest results in Lille's history. At least since I've managed, this is the best game that we've had because it means so much. We might not win the league this season, but the tide is slowly shifting towards us being the better team in France. I mean, we beat them twice this season, Lille. We beat PSG once away, and now we're beating them at home too. And not just beating them, we're beating them comfortably. We'll take off Font now just to rest him. I think that's Saliba. Yeah, it is. Good job I got that right. I can only see a W, and I just thought, I think he's the only William at the club. So we brought him on there, and I think we've solved the game out quite comfortably, and that has made for a brilliant episode. Before we continue and look at where we want to go next, smash the like button, you guys. We won 4-0. If there's ever a video you're going to like, it's surely got to be that one. I'm very happy with that. Comment Jonathan down below. Jonathan got us the win there, got the first goal, and that basically set the tide for the whole match. We suddenly went from KG 0-0 affair to 4-0 up within a few minutes. We've actually ended PSG's 29-game unbeaten run, so that's brilliant. And in terms of the league now, we are sitting 5 points behind PSG, same games played, and pretty close to 1 goal difference, which I'm quite impressed with. No one else is anywhere near us. And if we look at our schedule, like I say, we've got Napoli, which could be the end of our Europa League run. I'm hoping it's not. If it is, you'll see us sometime around April for one of these easier games, and we'll be talking about how the league is going, and if we can potentially win the league. You know what? There's not actually that many games left. If we get knocked out of Europa League, you'll next see us last few games of the season, seeing how we're getting on, either Monaco or Saint Etienne, whichever means the most. If we're doing alright in the Europa League, you'll see us in the next round, so the quarterfinals, where there are some decent teams left in it. I mean, looking at every single fixture here, there's a good team in each one. In terms of notable teams that have dropped out of the Champions League and into this, we can see Man City are here, Roma, Leipzig. I think these all came from the Champions League, as well as Sevilla too, who we know how good they are usually in the Europa League. So if we can keep progressing through the rounds, who knows what could happen. We've got some good tests in here, a lot of teams I consider around our level that I'd hope that we can eventually beat so that we can become like regular Champions League participants in the knockout stages. So yeah, who knows when we'll bring it back, but I think that's been a brilliant episode, probably the best one we've recorded so far in terms of results. I've really enjoyed making it yet again, so thank you again for all you guys for showing support on this series, because it just means the world to me and it makes me want to make more. So yeah, like the video if you did enjoy it, comment down below if you want to, it's always nice to hear from you. Feel free to join the Discord. What else have I got a list off? Subscribe if you haven't already, that would mean a lot, and finally hit the notification bell because I am not regular with my uploads at the minute, so if you hit the notification bell, you'll at least be notified when I upload. Thank you university deadlines for that, that's caused me a lot of problems in terms of getting videos out, but we're here, we got the win, and I'm very thankful for it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.